everybody. So here we are. It is, what is it? It is January 8th, 2021. I have tried to make this video about 3 different times. And every time I start to make it, I end up with a kid coming home or phone rings or whatever. So as many times as I have said, I'm going to try not to vlog in the car quite as much, or make a video in the car. I don't know the difference between vlogging and making a video. Like, I really just don't know. Anyway, I keep saying I'm going to try not to do it in the car so much, and in reality, it's like it is the place that works the best for me. It is cold today. It is 30 degrees. I do not have a coat on, as you can tell. My coat is here. It's just on the back of the chair because I hate driving in it because it's so big. And then I ended up not wearing it into work. I had to go to the building today. It's the first time I've been in the building in, like, oh my gosh, probably before Thanksgiving. Like, it's the first time I've actually been in the building since before Thanksgiving. So yeah, it was cool. We didn't do much. I think it was, we've got a lot going on in my building right now, changes in staff, and I think it was a meeting of, let's get a couple of things done. I think it was I don't know, just like we needed to be in the building, so we went and visited. But it's so cold here that this morning my car didn't start, my Jeep didn't start. I am supposed to start my Jeep every other day to keep the battery from dying, I guess. And I haven't done it. And I just recently got a new alternator, and I had said to Norm, I guess I better start my Jeep, or I guess my Jeep could use a drive or something. And he goes, oh no, you just got the new alternator, you should be fine. Yeah, that didn't work. So it didn't start this morning. However, when I went to get in the car to come home from work, it started just fine, started right up, even though I have an Everstart Max battery charger with me, just in case. They have these ones on QVC or HomeNet or Chubb Network, what it is, I don't know, it's called a Halo, and it's like this big, and it's supposed to charge your battery in your car. I think I want to get one and have it in my car for days when I do that, because Jeeps are weird, they're finicky about stuff like that. I have a lot of aftermarket things on my Jeep that pull from the battery constantly, even when it's off, I guess. And you know, if you're going to own a Jeep, you got to have things like that. I have one little light on my my rearview mirror that stays on constantly. Like, it's just this little tiny light bulb, but it stays on. So, you know, anyway, so you like my nails? Like, I did my nails yesterday. That is a penguin, if you can't see it. And then that is a snowflake. And then those are the blue that came with the penguin. They are Color Street nails. Better than going to the salon right now. I do miss my French manicures with a little bit of nail to them. Might go back to do that, but I haven't decided. I'm so busy right now that I just don't have time. I know it seems weird that I'm working from home when I'm busy, but I just don't have time. Anyway, you guys didn't come to find out about what I'm doing at my job. I have been on full-on Weight Watchers plan since the 4th, and it's the 8th. So I will say that I started on the 1st tracking, but on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, because it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and my week starts on Monday, my tracking may not have been the most beautiful tracking in the world. It was, you know, I was trying to get back into the tracking world, and one day, like, I had eaten, like, way into my points, and we had Chinese food, and because Norm wanted to start somewhat watching his weight and dieting again on the 4th, so that on the 3rd, we had kind of like a last meal. So we had Chinese food for lunch, and then we went out to where my daughter works as a bartender for dinner, and we had bar food. So it was kind of like the last day, and we last day of eating, I guess, is the best way to put it. And we relished in that, if you will. And now we've both been doing really, really well. Because we're home, we haven't ordered anything. We haven't gone out or anything like that. We are not, what I don't like is we are not eating together. And what I mean by that is, like, I have what I'm going to eat for dinner, and he has what he's going to eat for dinner, and we're not eating the same thing. One thing is, you know, I don't have to cook for two people, I only have to cook for one, but it's just weird. Like, because we're not eating together, we're tending to eat apart. Like, he's eating in one room and I'm eating in a different room because we don't like to watch the same TV shows. And we're eating in front of the TV a lot. Our kitchen, honestly, is just not designed to eat in. Like, we don't have a dining room. So it's like whoever designed our house, because it was such a small house when it was first designed, it was almost like designed for one person to live in. Originally, it was a living room, or I'm sorry, a bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen. There wasn't anything else. You know, so I think that was it, you know. But, and that wasn't the only house like that in the neighborhood that was designed like that, because these were old farmhouses. So it wasn't the farmhouse, it was someone to live on it who helped work on the pig farm. There was a pig farm right up the street when I was growing up. So anyway, so I've been doing really well. I did my tracking. I've been doing my tracking. Of course, the day that I decide to go on full force on the Weight Watchers, my lovely friend Tom shows up and says, "Surprise! We're gonna give you some cravings and some cramps and some just general blah feeling, and but stay on Weight Watchers." So I've been doing okay. I'm on the purple plan currently. My thought process of starting off with the purple plan is really one thing. I find comfort in potatoes, and I find comfort in pasta. I'm fine with whole wheat pasta. I can't get behind zoodles. I've tried. I like zucchini. It just does. It's not pasta. I am a pasta girl, and I need pasta. So I would say that a couple of times a week I have potatoes or pasta, and I don't feel deprived, and I feel like I'm doing okay. And because of that, I've actually really, I thought when I did purple last time, it was harder for me, but I was also trying to fit in snacks and whatever. This time I'm really sticking to protein, veggies, and a little bit of whole grain, pasta, whole wheat pasta, or potato here and there. So I have actually enjoyed what I'm doing right now. I'm probably only eating about twice a day. Two things with that. One, I'm not hungry in the morning. I have even found a couple of times when I brush my teeth too early, I get nauseous. And if I drink coffee too early, I get nauseous. So it's the same thing. Like, if I eat breakfast, I get nauseous. So by the time I am ready to eat, like, I'm listening to my body, and by the time I'm ready to eat, it's usually around 11:30, 12 o'clock. Like, I'm not really hungry right now. It's 10:15, and I'm not really hungry, and I haven't been hungry. I did have a cup of coffee, but I'm not all that hungry. And I'm kind of looking at it as a little bit of an intermittent fasting, even though I am having coffee, and I am having coffee with cream, so it's what they call dirty fasting. But I am definitely eating when I'm hungry. So what I have been doing is I've been having my breakfast, which ranges everything from, a packet of instant oatmeal with a large apple chopped up in it, like chopped tiny in it, so it feels like you have this big bowl of oatmeal. much garlic, and I really feel like I'm having this like decadent pasta meal. And it really, like last night, I think my whole plate was like 4 points because of the cheese, and that's really all I had. So, and then I gotta do better this time when we go to the grocery store with getting snacks, because I did not get snacks this time. And I'm really like feeling that. Like last night, I really could have used some sugar-free chocolate pudding, for example, or, a little bit of Cool Whip with some, sugar-free jam in it, which is what I had, but that was Norm's Cool Whip, so I kind of used his Cool Whip, because he uses it in his coffee. But yeah, so I definitely need to. I am a snack girl. I am a dessert girl. I need something to close out my night that's sweet. And I've tried the like 1 cube of like Dove dark chocolate, or 1 piece of chocolate or whatever, and that doesn't cut it for me. I've got to have something that feels like a creamy dessert. And if I have a couple of tablespoons of light Cool Whip with some no sugar jam mixed in it, last night that was delicious, a little bit of Jello mixed in it, or some peanut butter mixed in it, I feel like I've had a dessert, and I'm totally fine with that. I did get some non-fat Greek yogurt with the intention of doing a cheesecake, one of the cheesecakes, but the Jello instant pudding sugar-free cheesecake, they didn't have it at my store, and I had done an Instacart, and so I just didn't get it. And so like I've been trying to use up this yogurt, and I gotta tell you, I probably won't buy it again. I love yogurt, but I love yogurt with fruit in it that is like vanilla or sugar. I don't like non-fat Greek yogurt. I can do it in recipes, and I can do it in if I'm having a potato that I want sour cream on. But honestly, my potato, I usually put mushrooms and a piece of the provolone cheese on top and just melt it, and that's good enough for me. I need to get spray butter. Like that's the other thing. I do like butter, and I need to get some spray butter, so I have that. Just little things that I forgot from the last time I did Weight Watchers that I need, that are like my staples. I think I kind of went out and did some things that when I started last time that fell off. Like I bought Built Bars, but I got sick of them real quick. I've heard that the flavors are better now, and they've got some better flavors, but they're so expensive, and I got real sick of them real quick. And then I also bought some Smart Buns, and I gotta tell you, the only thing that I use Smart Buns for now is I make them into garlic bread sometimes, because it's like 1 point for 2 pieces of garlic bread, when I am having like pasta with sauce on it, because I just don't like it as a sandwich roll. I need to get some Olay wraps, because yesterday I was thinking, I could really use, what did I want yesterday? Oh, I wanted a peanut butter and jelly roll up, and I have sugar-free jelly, which would have been 0. So that's what I wanted for lunch or for a snack, and I just didn't have any Olay wraps, so I got to do that. But it's some of the little stuff that I definitely used last time as like my everyday staples that I've got to go back and get. So I'm glad that I did this kind of like week of, I was convinced I was not going to be mad if I didn't lose weight this week. Everybody knows that's a lie. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. But I did. I started, the last time I weighed in, and I should have weighed in on Monday, but I didn't. I completely forgot to weigh in, to be honest with you, because it's been so long since I've done it. The last time I actually weighed in, I was 202 pounds, 0.6. So, I've seen that magic number that I swore I'd never see again. This morning I was 197.6. So that's good. That's good for a couple of days, right? So, the problem is, like I said, my friend Tom is also in town. So, he has a tendency to play with my weight. And I'm one of the few lucky ones who actually go down when I have that time of month. So, I'm not putting a whole lot of stock into that number quite it actually is going to be a little bit colder than it is here. And I'm going to want comfort. I'm going to want warmth. And I'm just going to have to find something. I'm going to go, when I go home, I'm actually going to look at their menu and see if I can find something that I can tweak or that I can eat that won't be so bad, that I'm going to want it to be warm. I'm hoping that the soup does the trick and then the salad will be okay. What I have found lately is I'm in the middle of a gum treatment, meaning like for my gums in my mouth. I'm in the middle of a treatment that I'm trying to, I've got some gum issues. I have weak teeth. I inherited them from my dad, and my gums are not the best. So I have a treatment that I'm doing, and I'm finding that I don't necessarily love cold on my teeth. Right? It's not sensitive, but I just don't like. It's weird. Like if I eat a salad and it's cold, I don't really taste it. I don't know. And it maybe have nothing to do together, but I've been wanting comfort food, and for me, again, comfort food, just like everybody else, is carbs. So, maybe I'll have a baked potato tonight, with maybe I'll have some butter. So I don't know, like that's my intention. Like I want to stay on plan. I have plenty of weeklies. I haven't touched my weeklies. As a matter of fact, I've been under points most days. Not by a lot, but I've been rolling over most days. So I want to find something where I stay on plan. I don't want to use all of my weeklies tonight for the simple fact that it's the weekend and I know me and I know that tomorrow Norm and I will probably go do something and I'm going to want either a coffee drink or we're going to go eat lunch somewhere and I might, you know what I mean? So I'm going to try to pull those weeklies out. But I also don't want to go too far over because I do know when I eat my weeklies, I tend not to lose weight. So I'll weigh in on Monday and I will get a more accurate reading. And I swear to God, if I gain a bunch of weight this weekend, which has been my downfall lately, I'll know exactly why. So I've got a mindset that, it's okay on a weekend not to go crazy and have it, like I would love to have a drink, but I'm not going to. If I drink alcohol, I don't lose weight. If I go over my weekly, or if I go over my daily points and you go into my weeklies, I don't lose weight. So, I know these things. I've been doing this long enough to know these things. And I got to decide what's more important. That fruity drink I might have, because, that's the thing. I don't just do a shot where it's like 3 points. I have to have a fruity drink, So I will see what I can do. If anybody knows, because for some reason I can't figure this out. If you have a shot of Malibu rum, right? For some reason, and I haven't checked recently, but last time, it was over the summer, one said that a shot was like 5 points, and another one said a shot was like 2 points. Does anybody, what do you guys, if you know, put it in the comments below. Because what I used to do over the summer is I would order a shot of Malibu rum in a tall glass with ice, and then I would take with me those ices, those ice drinks, and I would take a black raspberry, and that would be my fruity drink, and I would just continually add the black raspberry to the shot of rum, and I wouldn't even get another shot of rum, you know what I mean? And I would feel like I was drinking. And that usually did the trick for me. But, some restaurants are weird about you bringing in like your own mixer, which, you can't blame them, I guess. But with COVID, I don't know. Like I see people bringing in their own knives and forks. So, we'll see. But I just wanted to check in. I'm doing well. Everything is good. We're back on track. I'm going in the right direction, at least for right now. And I'm hoping to stay on. Like I'm really looking forward to getting back down. Like my goal right now is to get out of the 90s. Like I want to be back in the 80s. Because I can remember when I started working, not this past summer, but the summer before, I had gone up into the 80s. I was like 180-ish, like 180, 181. And I remember thinking, oh man, well, at least I'm not 190. And then of course in the 190s, at least I'm not 200. Well, hit that. 165 was my lowest. 175 was about where my body leveled off on a normal basis. And I could stick to that pretty darn easy. But 175 is also when freestyle came out, and I am a good manipulator on freestyle. So I'm trying not to be so manipulative on the purple plan. And honestly, I haven't been all that hungry. I think there's just a lot going on, and my body is finally saying, look, you gotta stop. I enjoyed my holiday. Like, I definitely had whatever I wanted between Christmas and between Thanksgiving and New Year's. I ate and drank and enjoyed whatever I wanted. I had cups of hot chocolate. I had thick cups of hot chocolate with whole milk and 2 packets of chocolate. I had just, whatever I wanted. I ate it, and like I said, because of that, I totally and thoroughly enjoyed my holiday. And it shouldn't be like that, but gosh darn it if it wasn't. Anywho, I'm home. I'm going to go ahead and go inside. I've got some work I've got to still do, and I will see you shortly and soon. And thank you for all your love and support. And please feel free to leave a comment below. Bye.